Hi everyone. Wish you very happy New Year. It's pleasure to connect with you again. Thanks for your time and really excited. We had a wonderful 2017. We can't ask more than that. And we are looking for having a even more impactful and exciting 2018 with all of you. Thank you so much for your support. So looking forward to just work with you and create a different career journey for each of our community members. So that's our promise for 2018. So with that, we are looking forward to figure it out. How do we bring the women back to work? So that's one of the question. And when we had a last session, the first update I got was we need a very small and crisp session about it. So this time you are going to look into that. How do we make I'm going to have just a 10 or 15-minute session, and I'm just going to stay with you with two tips which you can start finding this useful to start your career journey. And then next session I'll come back to take your journey further forward about it. So that's what we are just going to do about it. So we looked at our data of 2017 to find out how women got into the job. So we have touched 3,500 plus women, and we also just helped many of our, we connected, they got back to the workforce, right? Be it as a Cisco, be it as a Walmart, and be it as a logistic company like Picol, or be it as a Skylark as a small setup company. People have just got work in a different clients and different places. So the one thing we found that was people were able to get with basis on the two facts. The first fact, the women whom we have connected, they were able to realize the truth along with us. It is a journey. It's just not going to happen by applying to any of the job posting. If the job is not going to come. If that's the case, a lot of job portals are there, and still we are hunting for job from one portal to another portal. So I would say, it's a project where you need to pick it up to prepare yourself and be ready, and the client is ready to call you. So the first thing, day one, it's not going to happen. It's a project. You have to prepare yourself to land into that place. That's the first truth we figured out. And when the women accepted this fact and they were ready to work with us with open hearted and more flexible terms to make the journey happen. So that's the first thing. And second, the moment you realize it's just not going to be on the day when it's going to happen, you need to spend some time to make this journey. The second fact we observed is people were ready to invest. So that is a critical part. When I say it is a people have to invest something, it is need not be the finance part I'm talking about. That I'm going to park it. That's only the optional. That's not the mandate for us. When I say you have to invest you don't need to spend your money in terms of training or something. I'm going to park it, that part over there. When I say you have to invest, the invest is something about your time. The time is for bringing your career skill into the practice. So that is what I meant by invest. So having said these two facts about how you can regain your career entry after a break, the first, it's not going to happen on a day one. You need to create a project for yourself to just bring back to the career. How do you polish and how do you come back, etc., which you are going to do that. And the second part is you are going to invest. So I'm just going to take probably our community member who used this approach, and now today where they are, I'm going to give you the live example so that it just becomes easy for you to just correlate. When the other woman makes that, I can also do that. So that's all we are trying to do about it. So I also wrote a step here. How do you just complete your process and connect with us? We wanted you to register yourself and upload your profile. When I say profile, your experience and when did you take a break, why did you take a break, what did you do during the break. So that's what we call it as a profile tracker. So when you just do that, and upload your CV. The third step, you can connect with us through the support at hersecondinnings.com to have a career session, the counseling session, career guidance session, how to go about that. So I connected, one of our women connected during the month of September last year, saying that she finished all those things and she was looking forward to connect with us for a career guidance session. The story for her is something, she is from Delhi and worked in an MNC in the HR company with around 150 members team and 10 years of experience. Right. So this is what her story about that. She moved back to Chennai, and then 5 years she tried getting into the school admin and some of the local other offices, etc. But her calling is not matching with. I was with that kind of opportunity. How do I get back? So how can you guys help? That was the question. She came back. So then when we just had her counseling session, we came to know she is not fond of getting back to the HR for two reasons. One, it's a long gap and it was a generalist role, and she feels again doing the same work, it's not exciting for her. And number two, it's a gap again when we resume, it's going to be the same peer pressure. Somebody with me have just in a bigger position, now I have to start about it. I really don't want that. So now we have to find out if that is what she is not looking for, where else she gets excited. So when we just unearthed the passion from her, we figured out she's very good in connecting with people. She loves to meet people. She loves to go and then connect. And all she's looking for is a company which creates that facility to connect to people who works in the MNC culture, corporate, and say hi, hello, and then take care of them. That's it. At the same time, one of the constraint, or I would say that she's not too fond of learning one more technical knowledge, technical skill rather. So with that, we just said that, okay, why don't we just become the business development person? So that was our a suggestion we gave. She felt seems to be okay, but who would be doing that? We said, we are going to invest. So our plan is, we are going to create the investment. All you need is your commitment and time. We will guide you the journey about it. Our first month, we have just given the steps, how to go about. She was overwhelmed and come back and said that, you know what, Manjula, I'm not confident and not comfortable to take it up. So then we realized that it's just not fair because of 10 years experience to push her back to that story. We said, okay, take a pause. Let's arrange the training. I'm sure being our portal member, you would have seen some of the trainings we have just announced for soft skill training. Some of the training we have announced for inside sales executive training. All those things we have just given it to her. She picked up, brushed up. Then we picked up a one-day practical live workshop for her in the client place to make that how things happen really. That's it. She just got the skill. She learned how to use it and came back another month. She just tried with the same thing. She came back and said, I'm good to go now. So that is what we said about investment. So when you're going to invest, you don't need to invest your money always. Yes, some of the people go for a certification training because for their career, for their skill, it might be needed, but it is not the always criteria. The investment, what we meant here is your time. Be ready, connect with anybody, and it need not be Her Second Innings. Today's world online, you have a plenty of opportunity to connect with everywhere, and there are a lot of women centric organizations are helping. Even you don't need it, a lot of online things you can just do it by sitting at your place. All right, so first thing we are going to do here is invest your time on the career. If you think, I don't know how to do that, that is where we are coming here to make it handy. So you connect with us, register yourself, and then complete your profile and upload your CV. Finally, send a mail to us with support@hersecondinnings.com to have your career guidance session. So that's it for the today's session. We wanted to make it as simple as possible to give you a one tip at a time to make it going. So stay tuned, and we would be happy to take you to the next step in the coming session. After you invest, how do we just get back to the next step? Stay tuned, and we will see you soon. Take care. And our promise to end the session is going to be, we are here to partner with you to make sure to bring you back to the career. Count us on, and we are here to help you. Thanks for giving the opportunity. Stay tuned. Take care. Have a good day. Bye.